Hey guys, it's 8 o'clock in the morning and it's already almost 30 degrees. So I've come out earlier, I should have probably come a bit earlier than this, to go up Norton Summit and test out my knee because it's a bit bruised there, but I reckon that I can probably, oh look at that tattoo that I've got there. I did put some lube on my chain and it's gone all dirty. But I want to test out my knee today, and so I thought I'm going to go for a spin up Norton Summit, which is a really popular climb here in Adelaide. In fact, I have been told that it is the most or one of the most ridden segments on Strava. So people from all around the world, when they come to South Australia, they come here to climb Norton Summit, and it's always in the Tour Down Under and stuff. So but here I'm in the, remember in my last video and I said how Adelaide is over there, like in the center of Adelaide, and it's surrounded by these parklands. So I'm here in the East Parklands and the hills are over here. So if you can see there's hills there. And the last video when I did the beach one, that was in the West Parklands, which are on the other side, and the beach is over there. So the beach is about 10 kilometers roughly from the city, and then here the hills are roughly 10 kilometers from the city. So today we're going to go east to the start of Norton Summit, which is just over there at the bottom of the hills there. It's about a 5 kilometer climb, 5% average gradient. It's a really nice climb, and it goes past our Morialta Conservation Park, which is really nice. There's big trees and stuff. I really like it. I think that's why it's such a nice climb as well, because of the views and stuff. But while we're here, I'll show you, here is called Victoria Park, or Pakapakanthi in Aboriginal here, and it's a criterium track, but this used to be the horse racing track, and it only since I've been living in Adelaide, they used to do horse racing here, and then they changed it all and took the horse racing away from here. But you can see the grandstand is still over there, and this here is where at the moment it's got all the COVID stuff in it in the cars, but they do racing around here. So I love this. This facility has been provided for cyclist training and racing. Pedestrians and dogs must not enter the track when cycling activities are in progress, and then it's got the instructions and stuff. Cyclists have right of way when using the criterium track. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So often you see people down here on their bikes, and especially during Tour Down Under or the Festival of Cycling, which we've got coming up here in Adelaide soon. But yeah, COVID's kind of dominating everything at the moment. But actually, before we head over to Norton, I'll just cycle past so you can see that old grandstand that's up there. You can just imagine people back in the day watching the races, the horse racing, and wearing all of their old-fashioned clothes and stuff. It's kind of got that. It's a really cool grandstand. You see, you wouldn't usually see those cars on here. That would never happen when it's not COVID time, but because of COVID we have the cars and the vaccination. There we go, there's the grandstand, and it's pretty cool. That was the grandstand. Now we're going to go through the suburbs. So there's no dedicated separated bike path, it's just sort of bike lanes, a little bit skew if it's not as good on the other side of as it is on the other side of the city. So you just kind of have to meander your way through to the hills. But there's Summit up here on the left. There we go, this is the start of Norton Summit climb segment on Strava. It's so windy. It's a headwind. I've got a headwind. This road has become such a popular cyclist road. You don't actually see that many cars on here now. There's another road that they take instead. And this one you see lots of cyclists on, especially on the weekends, early in the morning before work, after work. There's always cyclists around. A lot of people do their time trials and things here. Some people only ride this. They don't really go exploring or anything. They'll just spend most of their time riding up and down Norton and training themselves on it. So one of the things I love about coming up here is that our Morialta Conservation Park is just down here, so that's it there. And it's just a beautiful place to walk around and do hikes and stuff, and I've spent so much time hiking there. I don't so much now because I'm cycling all the time, but I used to hike there all the time. There's all these different tracks, there's waterfalls, not like in New Zealand or anything because they're often dry, but it's a really, really beautiful place. You always see koalas there as well, always.
Wonder what's next, you know we're getting older. When all we do is trying, it only makes us stronger. Dreams aren't meant to be broken.
Yeah. My knee is so sore. I think we'll stop up here and put some Voltaren on it. But yeah, did it. Slowly, but definitely did it. How pretty is it up here though? This is, I mean, like we're hardly any kilometers. We're so close to the city. We're so close to the city. Okay, can you see that? 14.66 kilometers. That's it. That's as far as we've come, like only like 15 kilometers from the city, from the parklands, and then here we are, like, you know, we've come up and we're already in the hills, and now you can just ride all through the hills, like that way, all different ways. It's so cool. It's like we're so lucky here in Adelaide. There's just so much amazing riding, you know, from the flats, bike paths, hills and stuff. Come and see this statue up here, that's up here. This is Tom Playford. He was, I think, a premier. There we go, let's have a look. Tom Playford, 1896 to 1981, Premier of South Australia from what, 1938 to 1965? Yeah, that's a while actually. They've been a premier. That's pretty cool. There we go. That's so cool. I'm just so relieved that I can ride. I'm so relieved that I could come up here. My knee is sore. I'm going to put some Voltaren rub on it and then head back down and just rest for the rest of the day and probably tomorrow. But a week ago I wouldn't have even contemplated coming up Norton, and today I was able to do it, so yay! I see that my knee is definitely on the mend, so it's definitely okay if I can ride up Norton Summit. One of the things I wanted to tell you guys was that Norton Summit is actually probably the climb that got me into climbing. I'd heard so much about it when I was starting cycling, and I was on the flats and I was starting to explore and going further and wanting to get into climbing, and I'd heard so much about Norton Summit, and it kind of scared me. Like when people talked about it, they talked about it with a sense of awe and almost like this fear or this you know, this intimidation, and I was like, right, I'm going to ride Norton Summit. I got it in my head, I'm like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to conquer Norton Summit. If I conquer Norton Summit, then I know that I've achieved something in myself as a cyclist, and it's something that people measure themselves against here in Adelaide. And you've probably got something, wherever you're from, there'll be a climb or something that people, it's like, well, they talk about it and it's the thing to do. So I said, I'm going to do it. I don't care how long it takes. It could take me an hour and a half. It usually takes people like, you know, 15 minutes, half an hour, you know, that sort of time, but depending how fast you are, 40 minutes. And I thought, if it takes me even like, you know, 2 hours, whatever it takes, I'm going to get to the top of Norton Summit. So I set out to do it. It was a really hot day. I went slowly. I think I might have stopped once, mostly to take a photo. And I did it. I got to the top, and then I realized, I thought, this is not as hard as people make out to be. And it was then that I realized that often things like this, it's the reputation of it is bigger than the actual doing of it. So if you get out there and if you've got a climb, or you've got something that you want to do, or something, a challenge that you want to do, whether it's distance or climbing, just sit out and do it, and don't worry how long it's going to take you. Just do it. And the sense of achievement is just amazing. Now I'm going to stop talking because somebody's going to come past and they're waiting for me to finish filming. But yeah, all right.
Hi, Serafina, sorry to interrupt.
I haven't been on YouTube. I do watch YouTube, but hi YouTube, how are you?
And Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, come and say hi to everybody. I've got all my handlebars. Mike, we've ridden together with a Ride for a Reason. Yeah.
Hi. Hi, Serafina.
Or
Keep
hi-
riding.
Or everybody on around the world.
Yeah, hi everybody around the world. We're here on a really hot day, enjoying the Adelaide Hills, the best place in the world to ride.
It is, that's what I was saying.
Absolutely.
I keep telling everybody that. It's the best, definitely the best place. And we're like less than 10 kilometres from the city.
Absolutely.
And here we are. And then once you're here, you can just go
Absolutely.
anywhere.
So you're going to do Lofty next or not? You're going to test it out a little further?
That's where I'm headed.
You want to Lofty now?
Yeah. Take care.
See
Okay,
you.
see you.
Happy
Enjoy the
riding.
ride. Some Voltaren. Let's see how that goes. Alright. Oh my goodness. It's like 11:30 now. I ended up staying up here and chatting because I'm bumping into people and talking and saying hi. That's what it's like cycling in Adelaide. And because I wasn't in a hurry to keep going, I was just going to go back down. I've just been chatting instead of just riding. Yay for this Adelaide cycling community. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go down. I'll film a little bit of that so you can see what it's like descending. And I reckon, yeah, a couple more days, I might come back up and do a couple more climbs as well, go up to Lofty or something like that, and I can show you that. But anyway, yay, my knee's getting better. Awesome, keep watching. Remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video, or see you out on the ride. Bye.
See the fire